not everybody's living the same life. Everybody has different circumstances. You got to do what's right for you, and you got to vote for the person who you feel is going to help your situation. Not
Absolutely.
Tom over there situation. Tom's got to over there. He's got to vote for who he feels has got to help his situation, right? And it's got to. Everybody has to have that mindset and stop this. I'm voting for this person because my parents, my granddaddy, daddy voted for that person.
Podcast, you can't win. Talking a good game, you can't win. Topics never lame, you can't win. Win.
Not your average Joseph. Marvelous. It's ridiculously funny.
What's up, everybody? I'm Marvelous.
And I'm not your average Joseph.
We are the Podical Sons. Let's start the show. Like, comment, subscribe, all the above.
Goodness.
All streaming platforms possible. Podical Sons podcast, social medias, at Podical Sons. Let's get it popping. How you feeling today?
Feeling good, man. How you feeling, brother?
I'm good. Welcome to the first day of fall.
Yeah.
Official first day of fall, because I think everybody and stuff, whatever, like, depending on their region, the weather probably hit them a little different.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess this is the official, so welcome to it. How's the day going? So far, so good?
So far, so good. Yeah.
That's what's up. It's getting a little different outside and stuff, whatever.
Are you noticing the temperature change?
It's not, let me say this. You know, like sometimes stuff in the, like, I want to say, let's say in the past month,
right,
it would be a situation where the weather would probably just start off slightly chill.
Yeah.
And then gradually like shoot up stupid, like heat wise. So let's say warm wise, like it'll be frosty enough for you to wear like jacket, hoodie.
Yeah.
And afternoon be like that. I think we're right here at just a stable point now.
Okay.
So I guess anything after this and stuff, whatever, is like start to gear up more of like the fall gear.
Yeah.
And the winter tactics things and stuff coming up. I think winter tactics gear for me, I guess living here would probably be November.
Yeah.
I feel like November and stuff, whatever. November, if you're not rocking a scarf or drawing for a scarf and stuff, whatever, you got lava for blood, and that's cool. I want to know your secret.
Right.
Because other than that, whatever, it's a different kind of day out here and stuff. Shout out to global warming. That's the only thing I can say.
You give him a shout out.
Well, because I look at it stuff as to the folks that don't try to acknowledge global warming is a real thing and stuff, whatever.
Right.
I mean, when emissions have been up and then your world and stuff is now a whole nother level and stuff with this kind of like, I think the snow in the Middle East is the one that just blows my mind.
Yeah.
Like I can't picture. And then when I saw the images and stuff, whatever, of like people in like, I want to say Baghdad, but I want to say Iraq, just making snowmen. that imagery in my head, it just doesn't sit well. Well, I'm used to a different kind of world, right? Compared to like, I guess the younger ones and stuff might be used to that. So.
And some of these places, is it like a first happening for some of these places? Because some places like, okay, it may have done it like once in a blue moon, like 100, 200 years ago. They haven't recorded a freak snowfall accident.
Well, would you consider that a first time then? Because think about it, like let's say if 100 years ago they never really recorded things in those type of places, right? They probably just like. Grandma or grandpa probably just witnessed the phenomena.
Yeah.
But they never really like jotted down and stuff in the history books and stuff, whatever, right?
Right.
Would you really consider like this time, like after the 100 years, like the first time?
Well, I mean, I guess even if it wasn't recorded, if it was still like a well-known fact, like you know how they have some stuff that could be, I guess, I wouldn't necessarily say documented, but an oral tradition, I guess, that you could probably bank on. Then maybe, possibly, but other than that, as recorded history, going on in the books as us physically seeing this shit on TV, we no denying it's happening. This would probably be the first time.
Yeah, okay. Well, then I guess this would be the first then, because I think apparently some of those places and stuff I heard of some different shit. Let's say I think in New Mexico.
Yeah.
When New Mexico had their stuff, whatever, it was like before. No one said anything and stuff whatever about it. And then like when, people over there needed like snow tires and stuff for a few days because they heard like, we never saw snow tires over here. Now cars are slipping and sliding because they can't drive through snow. Now we can document it. I guess would that be the first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Different world, man. Bundle up, y'all. Wherever
Bundle
you
up.
at, get naked. The heat might be too much for y'all. Okay. Let's get to the polls. Let's get to the polls.
Holy, yo.
First poll of the week and stuff says, in the future, when natural beauty still exists, what do you think?
Yeah, I think so.
You think so?
Yeah.
55% said yes. Tell me why you say yes.
I think because despite of everything else, I think people are naturally trying to live healthier and doing more stuff to take care of themselves. So I think just the perseveration of yourself, and I don't know if I think I've heard you say it. I don't really see that much ugly looking people out in the world today.
That's today. But then again, I don't know what have they have done from what they not have done, whatever, right? Because I look at it stuff as where if you're wearing makeup, that's not natural beauty.
No.
Let's scratch that off the list. If you're wearing
yeah.
fake hair, that's not natural beauty.
Right.
Whatever, right? So I want to say I don't see that many people and stuff, whatever. Let's say if we're looking at let's say women, right?
Okay.
I'll start with women and stuff, then I'll go with men because men aren't exempt and stuff for this. So I look at it stuff. If women are still doing like fake hair, fake nails, fake this and stuff, whatever, and they can probably take or eat certain type of things or live a specific lifestyle and stuff with those things naturally being enhanced.
Right.
Then that's not natural beauty.
Right.
Right. And it goes to say the same thing and stuff like with certain dudes and stuff. I want to say not even the man unit ones, whatever, but I look at the stuff as that more celebrities or something like that. I see in T-Mac going to Turkey, doing the hair plugs and everything like that, right?
Yeah.
I think if I want to say naturally, it would take longer to kind of grow your hair back.
Right.
To specific level and stuff, because like diets and certain things and stuff have to change and stuff like that, whatever. But then if you're going out to Turkey or flying out, whatever, and everything like that, whatever. No, I think these things are becoming more common than what we think because it went from, oh shit, niggas is going to Turkey for hair plugs to like, oh shit, I know somebody who went to Turkey for hair plug.
Right.
To be like, oh shit, why didn't you go to Turkey for the hair plugs?
Right.
I think that's where the world's gonna go and stuff for her. So I don't think natural beauty and stuff will be to that level.
Yeah.
And then much as even some of the photos and stuff that go up and everything like that. Filter is a hell of a thing and stuff, whatever, too.
Yes,
so
it is.
I think natural beauty and stuff is slowly start to fade. I do believe that we come to a point where you're gonna have the people and stuff to say, fuck the beauty standards.
Right.
This is what I'm setting for myself. And I just made peace with this.
With that.
I guess eventually that might become a norm. Might.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if they have some kind of AI machine where you don't have to work out. Or sorry, an AI machine, like a legit machine, you don't have to work out. You step in this bitch and we're talking about it's like removing some of the fat from you from injections and this, light, and third. I don't think a lot of people ain't gonna say no to that.
I always think back to the first Superman episode that I seen with Harvey Dent when he played Two-Face.
Superman?
It was a Super or Batman. Who's Harvey Dent in it? No, Batman. When he played Two-Face and he had that chemical company where they had that mud. Is it Two-Face am I thinking or am I thinking Sandman?
You're thinking, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking like Daggett, Roland Daggett and stuff. He's the one with the whole Clayface thing.
Clayface, yeah. Yeah.
Well, don't be fucking up. These DC people will come for you.
Yo.
DC people, I realize are more
aggressive than
boss. I told somebody I didn't watch that Justice League, that 4-hour shit, whatever. They're looking like this is what's problem. What they said? One guy said this is the problem with you Marvel people.
With Marvel people,
because you guys never give us a full shot. Not a lot of DC movies come out here, and you guys don't get the shit together.
The DC people, the episode where Clayface, you know, what I mean, he had the molding cream and he was like molding people. I used to think, yo, that shit might one day just be happening when you just take sun cream and it just sinks to your DNA and you could just mold yourself as opposed to going underneath the knife and having some incision done.
They're getting there. Look at the cream that removes wrinkles. for like I think like in 6 minutes.
Yeah.
Or the wrinkles just kind of evaporate.
Oh, shit, that's funny thing. That's what they was doing when he was rubbing in the cartoon. He rubbed the old lady's face and the wrinkles disappeared.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm like, they're getting there or whatever. Don't play with technology. I realized that like a lot of things I've always underestimated the Roomba.
The Roomba?
Always underestimated the Roomba and stuff. And every time I see a Roomba and stuff, whatever, it'd be like, I hear the Roomba in the back of my mind, yo, bitch ass, we coming for you, Marv. Because I saw the Animatrix and stuff, whatever, in like 2000.
Okay.
And they were saying human and vanity and stuff will create machines to do the work for them and stuff, whatever, right?
Right.
Roomba. And then eventually it evolved to like cleaning robots.
Right.
And then the cleaning robots just had the mutiny and start killing people.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, calm down now. Relax. Then you see the commercial, Roomba, Roomba. I'm like, no fucking way. And then now you see all these androids. Hello, I will be your master. And the sex bots. I was like, we're dead. So it's coming along. It's coming along.
Here.
But yeah, to the polls, 50%, 55% said yes, natural beauty will still exist. Next poll was, which is more problematic, strict parenting or free range parenting? What you got?
I had strict parenting.
Free range parenting was the problematic one. Why you say strict?
How
75%.
Okay, because for a while it would look kind of even. I say strict because if you shelter them too much, and you know, I was kind of tossed because for me, I see both sides. But I think when you're
most of the no shade to nobody, not to cut you, but most of the polls and stuff, whatever, it's not really a right or wrong.
Yeah.
So you should be able to see both sides. But I think when you're blinded by a person's blinded by their bias, and I'm not speaking for everybody who participated, but I feel like if you only see one side, I think there's a bias there because it's kind of like, why wouldn't you see the other side, right?
Yeah.
So continue.
Yeah, I think I have friends who I grew up with that were really sheltered. Parents wouldn't let them like, and I'm saying not to, you know, go out all night, but just even like to like hang out with their friends to like maybe like 7, 6, like they had to be home at like 6:30. Okay. They would have to, you know, they had a real strict schedule. They had they did do sports, but it was like never something that, you know, they wanted.
Yeah, a little blue. Other side. I gotta make sure you're right for the camera. There you go. Yeah. Flicked off.
Yeah, they used to they would be involved in stuff, but it would never be stuff like they wanted to do. It was always like stuff like their parents thought they would do. So I knew one dude that he took piano lessons, never liked taking pianos. Sister did ballet. She never really liked doing ballet. And by the time he hit by the time he left high school and went to college, right? It was like a whole different world to him. And
because
I think
he's an adult now?
Yeah, not only because he's an adult, but all the stuff that we were used to experiencing when we were young, his parents weren't there to say, you can't now experience this.
What do you mean by that?
Like, for instance, us going out, you know, and staying out and partying. Like when he didn't start partying until he went to college.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
Not to say the drinking, yeah, we dabbled when we were kids, but it was never nothing heavy to that extent. He never got his first taste of alcohol when he was in college, right?
Okay.
So when he went to college, he just cut loose.
Oh, so you say he overindulged?
Yeah.
Okay.
He tried to compensate for everything that he thought.
He can't compensate. That's
what I'm saying. But everything he thought he missed out on.
Yeah.
Growing up, it's like he tried to do a crash course and experiencing it in college when he had, you know, no one of I guess of right mind, you know, like friends who've experienced it and be able to say like, listen, you need to slow down. You're rookies to this. He was just amongst people who were just they were all about that life, and it cost him, man. He like ended up not going to class, had a little problem drinking and so forth, and ended up just falling out of school altogether.
So okay, let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
So you would consider strict that he had strict parenting that he wasn't able to like party with you guys or something like that? Like
No,
what do you consider
not
strict?
Not part. He wouldn't be able to like
No, not
like,
him, but in general. I'm just saying, like in general sense and stuff. What do you consider strict parenting?
Oh, like what do you call it? Helicopter parenting? Was that is that the term? Where you're always over your child and you don't give them room to breathe and like you're always hovering over and watching every move and dictating the move. Like I think that's what I would consider strict.
And what do we consider free range parenting?
Free range, you have rules, right?
I don't think. Okay, well, go ahead.
You have rules,
okay,
right? But you're not hard fast to everything that's there. Like you'll set boundaries,
okay,
but you won't set. You won't set. Let's say you wouldn't set. I guess fences. You wouldn't put fences between the posts. You put a post and say, okay, yeah, there. I'm giving you this amount of knowledge, and then what you take with it, but be careful.
I'm giving you, so say that last piece again. I'm giving you what?
I'm giving you the knowledge to go do certain things with it, but be careful.
And that, okay.
So it's almost like, okay, like you would say, like free range chickens. Like you have the farm and they're free to go roam, right?
Within the fence.
Yeah, they're free to go roam, but you have that the fence will be the rules. Then let's say,
but that's only one rule then, because the fence they can do whatever they want within that fence.
Yeah,
yeah, no, I gotta, yeah, no. Okay, I see what you mean. I see what you mean and stuff, whatever. But no, I think in free range parenting that would still be more problematic for me. So, but so the polls is 75% free range parenting is the problematic one.
Yeah.
Where's the structure in that aspect and stuff then? Like in the free range thing, like where is the structure? Because you're saying like
the structure would be the fence,
but that's only one thing. And what would that consist of in like parenting wise? Like what within your house you can do anything you want?
No, you wouldn't be able to do anything that you want. I would have, okay, so my idea of parenting free range style would be there's a set curfew, right?
Okay. Would that be strict according to like your dude's thing, like your guy? Because you said the guy had to be home by like 6:30?
Yeah.
Or something like that. So that's strict.
Yeah, but that's just one aspect of it. That's,
right.
Yeah, I'm not saying that alone.
No. But
that's
what I'm saying, because like if we're looking at like the free range thing, you said the fence is just the only thing.
Right.
Whatever, right? Then
right.
if you're adding curfew and stuff into it, that's not the only thing. Because now like fence would be home, no? Because if you're saying like you could do whatever you want within the parameters of the fence,
right,
then that's just one thing. But if you're now allowing, you're in the fence and stuff and you're saying, okay, well, this side of the fence is yours, that's another thing. And then if you're saying like, oh, we're this is your only drinking water thing, like we're saying chicken wise,
right?
This is the only drinking spot you can drink from, whatever, when there's multiple like spots for like, to drink from, then that's, go ahead.
Well, then I would say that my free range, then how I would think my free range would be a little bit different then. I wouldn't say it would just be just one hard set fence.
So then, okay. So
it wouldn't just be one hard set fence.
So then give me your list for like free range then.
It would be, okay, so I would have a curfew.
Okay.
Right? List of chores.
Okay.
Right? And then rules of mannerism and engagement.
Mannerisms and engagement?
Right.
Okay.
Right? And then
what would just be the strict? Oh, you say more for free range?
And then from there it would just be I guess some advice on top of those things. So just like be the best person you try to be, that type of thing, right? Those wouldn't necessarily be rules, but more of mantras. I don't know. You know,
or like words to the wise, or something like that.
Words to the wise. Words to the wise.
Yeah, teachings.
Yeah, teachings.
So you don't think those things would happen in a strict parenting aspect?
Oh no. I don't say that they wouldn't happen in a strict parenting aspect. I'm sure they do, and they might happen more often than in a non-strict environment, right?
Like in a free range environment?
In a free range environment, okay. Right? But I'm just saying, on top of that, it's just the restrictions of everything else, right? So again, we went back to the curfew, right? I'm not saying that having a curfew is a bad thing, but if the curfew is 6 and everyone else is, good with 7, then 6 seems kind of a little bit restrictive. I could see if 8 comes around and your child is still out, you gave him that freedom. Now you got to pull it back because he didn't understand that 7 was a bonus. You understand? But to say that you're keeping them in at 6 and everybody else is having fun while your kid is at the window staring, see, it almost seems like a jail sentence. And then so on top of that, he had again, they had like lessons, so they wanted their kids at a certain standard, and I think that's part of the problem with strict parenting. I think you have an idea of what you want your kids to be or how you want your kids to be, so you're trying to kind of guide them in that fashion.
And their free range thing isn't they don't have no
free range.
They don't have no vision of how they want their kids to be.
Free range, I think you kind of have a hope for what you want your kids to be, but you just want them to be whoever they're gonna end up being, and be happy with whoever they're gonna end up being. Where the strict parents, I think they still want that, they want them to have that, their focus is on have that really good education. You really getting this really good job. So they might put you in stuff geared towards that, even though you personally may not want that, right? And again, I know a lot of I know a lot of people who've had their parents chose their careers for them, and they didn't want to do those certain things. I guess arranged marriages would to almost me fall into a line of strict parenting, where you want your kids to have a certain type of stature. So you're pairing them up with somebody else because they have a certain type of stature. You don't care if they're in love or not. That's
I mean, it's in some aspects and stuff for her. Because I look at it stuff as where I know people who've been like in arranged marriages. Like I work with a good portion of people that, I think I found out like probably maybe last year sometime or something, whatever, that maybe more than 20 people I know and stuff that I work with, coworkers, have been in arranged marriages. Yeah. Right? And with them, I asked, let's say the male demographic, their thing and stuff is that when they were quote unquote single, this is just like 3 of them.
Right.
When they were single and stuff, whatever, like it was kind of like they weren't dating within their race.
Okay.
So it's kind of like said dude being of the Indian descent would date a bunny. Yeah. Would probably like, I think date an Asian chick, like a Pacific Asian, and something else and stuff, somewhere else and stuff, whatever. No blacks though, whatever for him particular. But like the thing and stuff is that his parents was looking like, yo, boss, we would like our families to merge with another family where we can understand them and stuff, whatever, right? So it's kind of like, if you can't find an Indian chick, we will find one for you. Right. And then they found him one and stuff, whatever. And his wife now and stuff, like, I think they're on their 2nd kid. Okay. And they're good. They're gelling. They're good. To what I see and stuff, whatever, right? Yeah, yeah. Because even when I see him on the gram and stuff, I'm like, oh, like I always see him and shit like that, whatever. They're doing like romantic shit, whatever, together, right? Right, right. And he's like, yeah, like he would have never, like, I guess his world was more go to school, go to work, party. Go to school, go to work, party. Right. Whatever, right? And then like when he met his wife, right, or like, and at the time before they met and everything like that, whatever, it was kind of like, yeah, I can't be with a guy if you're gonna do all of this, because I can tell our parents, no. But he's like, you're kind of a hot chick to miss out on a deal like this. I give it a shot.
Yeah.
And then he just was smitten and he just went swan diving in. To the women that I know and stuff, whatever, to my women co-workers and stuff, their thing and stuff was more a situation where like the dating game was kind of shit. And again, it was like a like, not all, because there's two of them that are like Nigerian descent.
Okay.
And with them and stuff, their families looking like, yo, boss, like, you can't seem to find somebody on your own. So we're going to hook you up with like such and such from the church.
Right.
And we're just dropping these church dudes and stuff in your face.
In your way.
And when they dropping the church dudes and stuff, whatever, like, you know, try a thing. This one work. Number 3 work. Winner, chicken dinner. And they're married with like years on their belts and stuff like that, whatever, right?
Yeah.
So I look at it stuff as where not all aspects of that parenting or let's say of the arranged marriages, it really falls in the line of the parenting, because the parents could like kind of just guide. There's some with the iron fist, like I run shit. Right. This is who you're gonna date. The end, but not, that doesn't speak for most of the aspects and stuff, whatever. That's what I've learned.
Okay.
So like for that aspect and stuff, whatever, like they might refute that and shoot that down.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the ones that I know of.
How many arranged marriages people do you know?
I know about 6.
6?
Yeah.
And are they all of the same demographic?
I've just I would say two are East Indian.
Okay.
Right? And the rest are from sub-Saharan Africa, I guess.
What?
Sub-Saharan Africa, because I wouldn't say
what does that mean?
I wouldn't say they're all I think one's Sudanese and one's Nigerian.
Okay.
And I think it's Peter. I think Peter's Nigerian too. I think Peter's Nigerian too. But all I'm saying, my wife was picked for me. Yeah. I had no choice in the matter. My wife was picked for me.
By parents, by his parents. Or
their
parents.
Their parents. Their parents.
Okay.
Yeah. And even my wife had a coworker, I think. If it wasn't last year, or the year before, she just recently got a divorce. 2 kids in deep, arranged marriage. And she was like, from the time it happened, she never felt peace. And she stayed in it because she felt like family wishes. And then eventually she just got the courage to say, like, you know what? I need to live life for me. Like no, I'm a big ass, grown ass woman with kids of my own. Like, I gotta break this trend of you gotta do you gotta do what you feel is right for everybody else. And I gotta teach that to my kids. What am I teaching to my kids if I stay in a relationship that I don't want to be in?
So going back to the strict and free range thing and stuff, whatever. So let's say, let me speak from my aspect. My aspect and stuff, whatever, is that with the strict parenting, I think it's less problematic for me because I look at it stuff as where you can give these breaks.
Right.
It's just like if I'm going to be, let's say, doing research or studying or something like that, right? I give myself like 45 minutes of kind of like going in. And I think one time and stuff recently, I realized I went past like the 45-minute mark. I was in like an hour and a half deep.
Yeah.
Because even like, I think the way I was just stuck and everything like that, I think I went to move my hand like from the mouse pad and stuff. And I was like, hand starting to cramp. So I'm looking like, oh shit, I didn't really take the break. I think with the strict parenting thing, you can create these breaks or you can give these breaks to say like, all right, what's the word they use and stuff, whatever. Tiger mom. So like the tiger moms and stuff, whatever, like to the tiger moms that kind of just like, we need you to be a pianist. I need you to be a doctor type of thing and stuff, whatever. Yeah, you can force all of that and stuff, but I'm like, all right, check it. You have some friends or some shit like that, whatever. You got an hour or two. Like, we'll give you 3 hours on the weekend to go kick it with them.
Right.
Between cram, school, and your piano practice or some shit like that, whatever, right? And I think when you create these breaks, I don't think the strict parenting stuff would be so bad.
Right.
I think with the free range thing, where I feel like it'll get bad and stuff, whatever, is that kids need structure. Kids don't even eat properly.
Yeah.
Kids will eat chicken McNuggets and candy and stuff, whatever, if they could. all they want. It's up to the parents to kind of give them some kind of form of structure. So that's why, like with the free range thing, like I heard a thing with the free range stuff where there was a mom, say she lived in the suburbs, and she let her daughter go out with her friends and stuff, whatever. And the only rule or the fence was like, be home before 10 p.m.
Right.
The daughter went like, I think, apparently like 2 towns over to like the major city and stuff like that, whatever, to get to this point. And then like it hit like the 10 p.m. mark or like close enough to the 10 p.m. mark, whatever. Like, yeah, I'm not going to make it. Can you come scoop me? So it's kind of, or send an Uber. And the mom's is like, yeah, okay. So where are you? Like up the street, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And you're like, no, I'm in like, let's say like if it was here, like, oh, I'm in Niagara Falls. What the fuck you doing in the falls?
Yeah.
Well, you told me I just had to be home before this time and stuff, whatever. Be like, yeah, but you did a lot to gotta do all of that, whatever. Be like, but you said, as long as I be home before this, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's okay.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I feel like there should be like some kind of like structure somewhere in there where like some shit want to get too wild. Cause like with free range chickens and stuff like that, right? If the fence is the only guideline and stuff, cool. But I still feel like it's stuff, there's still like sections, like the free range thing is not as big as we think it's gonna be, whatever. Like I feel like if we're looking at a chicken farm, so to speak, I don't think the ranging and stuff area would probably be more than maybe like football. Half of football feels like too wild to me for a chicken thing, whatever. But I feel like, let's say a decent parameter of like an average size house.
Yeah.
Let's say just like the one level. I feel like that's as far the chickens and stuff, whatever, could go.
Right.
But I still feel like they won't just put one water, one feed in such a wide amount of space.
No.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so it's kind of like, yeah, because all the chickens will devour this thing and stuff like that. Maybe if we put it in sections, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like their free range will be like in corners.
Right.
So again, that's still structure. When you're doing it on that aspect and stuff, whatever. I feel like when you don't have children and stuff doing specific things and like ordinance, they're not going to do these things and stuff as adults. My mom looked at me and stuff and said, Jamaican, like if you have Jamaican blood in your body, you should have some pride in how you carry yourself and stuff like that, right?
Right.
I carry that from childhood to adult with that aspect and stuff in mind. There's some people and stuff where their parents don't even tell them, like, let's say, like, you know, like, I don't know, wash your clothes, clean your shoes, you know, certain things, stuff like outward appearance wise and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And when they become adults, you see them dusty ass adults and stuff, whatever. Because I look at stuff and like, yo, who raised you?
Right.
How could you leave your house and stuff, whatever, smelling like hot ass?
Yeah.
And I feel like they had strict range, because I feel like and stuff was that with certain kids, I talked to you about this. You shouldn't give rewards to bad behavior.
Right.
And I feel like if you give the kid a task, they don't adhere to it, we're not rewarding that. But I feel like in a free range kind of thing and stuff, it's kind of like, boss, you're living, just do your thing and stuff, whatever, right? That becomes problematic when they become an adulthood.
Right.
When they fall into adulthood and stuff, and I think that's where it gets kind of scary for me. So that's why I'm like, yeah, free range ain't it. Strict, I feel like you can break strict. It's kind of like off topic, but I always look at it like, would you rather your child to be the bully or be bullied? I feel like if your kid is a bully, it's easier to stop them from being bullied than like the being a bully than it is from being bullied.
What was that movie Russell Brand was in, and he played like that? He played like that spoiled rich kid.
I know you're talking about. I don't remember the name though.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Because he had like a boot like Alfred and stuff like that. Whatever. And his parents, and then he's got cut off for like how much money he can spend because he's a grown ass adult.
Right.
I don't know. I know what movie you're talking about. Whatever. I didn't watch it.
Yeah.
But I just know of it and stuff. Whatever. Because I look at it stuff like, yeah, that could be in a class of free range and stuff too. Right. Because I look at it stuff as like, I don't expect you to run if I'm Daddy Warbucks, I don't expect you to run my Fortune 500 company. But then again, I don't think with the state of mind of nepotism. Right. So I look at it stuff as that where I don't expect you to run this company and stuff, but I expect you to at least have a set of rules or guidelines and stuff of like, all right, you can't run Daddy's company. Let's say Daddy's company is all about sheet metal.
Yeah.
Whatever, right? And all I seen you do and stuff, whatever, is skateboard some shit, be like, yo, boss, are you gonna own a skateboard store? Shit, I'll buy you a franchise and we'll see where you go and stuff, whatever. Your shit go belly up and stuff, whatever. This is your passion that you fucked up.
Yeah.
This got nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
I look at it stuff as when we're coming to that point, I think the free ranging would be, okay, you like skateboards? Here's money, do whatever the fuck you want.
Do whatever.
Because they might just buy everybody and their friends skateboards and stuff, and they're like, no. The strict parenting, look, you like skateboards? Do you see a future with yourself with skateboards? What do you love so much about skateboards? The feeling of like the movement, or like, you know, and then when you have these conversations and stuff, whatever, be like, so you just like to hang out with your friends and show off for them and stuff, whatever. Your friends ain't gonna be there forever. Then the kid's like, you don't support my dream. No, I don't see your vision.
Yeah.
Break it down to me for me to say, yes, I can get behind this and support you. Since you don't have a vision, until you have a vision, I'm going to create something and stuff for, or set up something for you until you get something in line.
Right.
I have a friend, she became a nurse, and within the first month after getting her license, 2 patients died on her. She was out.
Yeah.
And now she teaches English in another country. I feel like the nursing aspect was more of her parents' dream because her mom was a nurse.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And her mom's like, yo, until you have your own dream or figure out what the fuck you want to
do this.
You'll do this,
Yeah.
and then you find your passion, whatever, right? So I feel like the strict parenting thing and stuff, whatever, is not problematic and stuff to me.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this, whatever. I just thought about this. Should parents focus on being their child's friend or parent?
Parent.
Why?
Friends come in all sizes and age groups and brackets and this, that. No, you got to differentiate yourself from what is a friend and reassure yourself as not only an authority figure, but an authority figure that is speaking from a place of love, like real love. Because a lot of these people think that they can get real love from friends.
Oh yeah, that's kind of like, I don't want to speak on it fully, but might be like gang culture. Right?
But well, there you go, right? So, and that's what I'm saying. It's like, nah, I'm not Ricky down the street, right? Like, nah, like we can be friends after our relationship of a father and son, or father and daughter, or mother and son, mother and daughter. That part first. Respect that part first.
Parents, for me, I feel like, yeah, you should be a parent before a friend, but I feel like the friend aspect comes after you've experienced the real world for some time as an adult.
Yeah.
Because the thing and stuff is that I never got it, and I feel like a lot of people and stuff, but the same thing with the Tupac thing, I always bring it up. There's no way I can pay you back my plans to show you to understand. And I feel that if you're still under your parents' wing, you can experience that.
Right.
Right? But then I think when you're out there and stuff doing certain type of things, like for example, I know a friend, she was saying like, oh, there's some cookie company, it's a wild one. There's multiple apparently now, and basically they might just sell you like 4 to 6 cookies for like fucking $36. Because I think either Jesus or Buddha and stuff is the baker for these places. So I'm like, what makes these cookies so extravagantly high in price? You're only getting like 4 to 6. And you're paying like $36 for whatever. So $6 a fucking cookie. You know how much Chips Ahoy packs I can buy with that? And then it's the friends, their kids and stuff, whatever, are doing this shit from Uber Eats.
Yeah.
So it's not even like they're going to the establishment and stuff. They even Uber Eats. So you know the price is going to be up to like $50.
Skyrocket.
So I said, how would you allow that as a parent in your household? Because I look at stuff as like, yo, you make your own bread and stuff for that. But I'm like, since you want to waste bread on some shit like that, I got some shit for you to do.
Right.
Cough up this money. And you don't, like, again, you don't have to say you can just probably tell them, or you can just take the money and be like, yo, I'm taking $100 from you since you use more than $100 frivolously. I'm taking $100 from you a month.
Yeah.
And you can put that into an account for them. And then when it comes to time for them to ask you for shit, whatever, this is the frivolous money that you didn't waste. And this is how it's fruitful for you.
Right.
But I feel like when you're just sitting there and you're watching your kids, like my friend and stuff, he's watching his kids and stuff. Well, not really watching his kids, but let's say he has I think who's older? The son or the daughter? No. Yeah, the daughter's older and stuff, but they're like 2 years apart.
Okay.
And like if the daughter do Uber Eats one place, so say like the missus and stuff, whatever, don't cook or they don't cook or some shit like that, whatever. It's kind of like, it's not like, Dad, we're hungry, or Mom, we're starving and stuff like that. They be like, fuck it. McDonald's, Uber Eats.
Yeah.
This place, Uber Eats and stuff. So the man's like, yo, I'm in my living room chilling. My doorbell's, it's like a trap line. Bing, yeah, like gling, gling, gling. Uber Eats is just popping off at the door and shit like that. And he's like, the fucked up thing too, he's like, they don't want to collaborate with me, Marv. Right. He's like, me and the missus, we're still trying to figure out like some other shit because we're taking care of so many other things in our world. Yeah. Then we're like, when we're finally like, fuck, it's getting late. We should eat something. These kids are already at 8. One that had Jack Astor's. Sorry, for the free plug, whatever. Yeah. Another person that has this place and stuff for everything. And they're looking like, fuck wrong with these kids? And they're like, yo, because both of them have jobs, right? I think the son works, he works retail like in a store, and the daughter works in like a fast food chain and stuff, whatever, right? Okay. Yeah. And so he's like, yo, it's like the money they make is just poof, 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 and they have expensive tastes with like a Miri and like all this high-end fashion shit, whatever. And he's like, yeah, where's your money going? One day we won't be here and everything. And he said the kids just have this blank look and stuff on their face. So he's like, well, fuck it. He told them and stuff, whatever. He's like, y'all want to do this and stuff like that, whatever. Both of y'all cough up $300 and stuff a month. Right. And they were shooketh. So one kid came pleading and stuff, whatever. I think it was the son, be like, yo, I'm saving for like a car and stuff like that. He's like, really? I can't tell. Because he's like, last time I checked, whatever is Miri. And he was like, repeating some Pop Smoke line. Yeah. And I was laughing. And the kid and stuff looked at him and stuff. He's like, well, I'm going to stop buying it and stuff for there. But if you don't take my $300, I'll start from saving there. He's like, you make $500 to $600 on your check from like between working for school and work, like going to school and working and stuff, whatever. Right. Why can't you save $300 on your own? Right. Tumbleweed fellow and stuff, whatever. Fellow through after that. He's like, nah. He's like, take $300 and stuff a piece from them and stuff like that. He's like, just put them in their own kind of savings accounts and stuff like that. Nice. So then therefore, when they're ready to shake, rattle, and roll and stuff, whatever, like, hey, can't say we never gave you anything because we watched the bullshit you were doing, but we gave you some kind of structure. Yeah, yeah. And I feel like that's a parent. Right. That's a parent. I think a friend would just be like, nah, do what you want to do. Free range parenting. You know, like, yeah. Should parents let their kids fail or protect them?
Nah, you gotta let them fail.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, let them fail.
I agree. You should let them fail fully and then look at them and stuff, whatever. Like, I like your take and stuff on it. You said it to me one day and stuff, whatever. Like, I guess, like, this was pertaining to, I think, like, my marriage. Right. When you were saying and stuff. You're not the first person to, you know, and you're not the last. Yeah. Whatever, right? So I think that right there is kind of like, to me, it was kind of like reassuring and stuff to be like, this shit happens to everybody. Yeah. Right? So I look at it stuff as like, if like the kid fails at something, be like, yo, this shit happens to everybody.
Everybody.
Right? But I'm like, now we're here. Character building starts from ground bottom. Right. You fell to the bottom. This is where you build back to the top or build back to even a better position of stuff where you were. And I feel like a lot of times when you protect them, because it's kind of like, I want my baby to be this, I want my baby to be that and stuff, whatever. When they get thrown out into the real world, they get devoured. Yeah. Okay. The last poll was a bonus. And the last poll says, should Diddy be put on suicide watch? And how many do you think said, what's the percentage you think and stuff, whatever, said yes?
I'm going to say 65.
62%.
62.
62% said he should be on suicide watch. You on yes?
I'm on the yes side.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm on I don't give a fuck side.
Not because that I think that he would commit suicide. Mm-hmm. I just don't want no excuses or no murder mysteries if he does commit suicide.
What do you mean?
Like the whole Epstein thing. Mm-hmm. I mean, there can't be cameras going off 2 times in a row. So if he's to get what's coming to him inside jail, and then I want to be able to witness it. I want to be able to know that it happened. I want Suicide Watch to be on there. Cameras on, full-fledged.
I think cameras should be on, for the most part, majority high profile inmates.
Yeah.
Right? And the reason I say majority, because I look at this stuff is where I guess a school shooter would be considered a high profile situation because the media and the calamity it causes. And then if they're into that, like they haven't been either shot down in the process and they're getting a due process, I feel like, they should be watched and monitored and stuff, whatever, to an extent. Right? I think after the trial is all said and done, Epstein thing wasn't all said and done.
No.
That's why I feel like the monitoring still should continue and stuff there. Once you get your full final verdict, whatever happens to you in there is your business.
Yeah.
I think in this case and stuff, whatever, with Sean Combs, because it's so high profile, until a final verdict and stuff has reached and stuff, whatever, yes. But Suicide Watch and stuff, whatever, not so much. Because I look at this stuff as where I heard Akuma say this in Street Fighter and video game. Man said, death's too good for you.
Yeah.
And certain people and stuff, whatever, I mean, death will be the easier way out of like a situation. I don't really see him as an individual, but then again, I don't know him as an individual.
Yeah.
To say, should I care and stuff or not? Because I told you how I felt about Diddy. I'd been told you Diddy was the devil.
Right.
So I can give a fuck if he's on Suicide Watch and stuff or not.
Right.
And then even during the week, his lawyers and other people said that he doesn't seem like that and stuff like that and everything. But again, when they do a raid on your house, was in March? They do a raid in your house in March, and they don't take you. They take what they found in these houses.
Mm-hmm.
I look at stuff right then and there. You should expect nothing but foul play to go down when it comes to this individual. Because to your knowledge and stuff, have you ever witnessed them raid simultaneous locations of someone's house and not take the individual when they see the individual?
No, not to my knowledge.
So, hence, this will be a different kind of landscape and stuff, whatever.
Not to my knowledge.
Yeah, I don't really give a damn and stuff, whatever, but I look at the stuff as where I think the thing with Diddy, like for me, my main concern and stuff, whatever, like with this whole Diddy stuff is that Trump has more charges than Diddy.
Right.
But Trump is free. Or he is able to roam around free. Diddy has less charges and was willing to pay $50 million for the bail. And they say, no. But somebody said, there's no prostitution charges and stuff, whatever, on Trump. So they said, I guess the degree of charges, because I said,
is that what it is?
Trump has racketeering the same way Diddy has racketeering.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Sexual assault charge, Trump has that.
Right.
And Diddy has that.
Right.
But they said it's the prostitution thing that kind of separates them from, from each other.
So they say. I mean,
but what's your take on it?
I mean, he's a black man, the rich black man who can't afford to stay out of jail like rich white people can. I just look at it. Look, man, I'm like, I still couldn't tell you who's on that Epstein list. They got bigger money than Puff. That's all I can say.
Yeah,
that's all I can say.
You think Trump has more money than Diddy?
I think so.
Yeah,
I think so.
I don't know. Let me ask you this. Let's jump into like regular shit now since we're off the poll game and stuff, whatever. How can I put this? Okay. You heard about second shooting with Trump.
Yeah.
The second shooting situation. Hoax? Legit?
I think it's hoax.
You think it's hoax?
I think it's hoax.
Do you think he's planning to shoot up the polls the same way like he's keep talking about this shooting shit, whatever, with the hoax?
I'm willing to expect anything at this point. It just seems like anytime like he's down, like somebody makes an attempt at his life.
Do you think so? You think he was?
So I don't know what's coming up in the future.
Do you think he was down when he first got popped?
I think I don't think he was down. I think the
in polls.
in the polls. I don't think he was down. I think the Democrats. I think there was a little bit of sympathy happening for the way how Biden was acting and behaving and kind of losing it in front of the world to see. I think Democrats was kind of getting like a sympathy thing, even though I don't think it was leaning towards their sides. And I think that old Trump camp just figured like, we can take that back and gain more. And I think that's what that whole shooting was about.
The first one.
Yeah.
The second one and stuff. The first one was, I guess the young man was a Republican, a part of the Republican Party,
right,
so to speak.
Right.
He voted Republican. And this other one was a diehard Democrat, right?
This dude, he looked like Dale. He looked like Dale from so was that King of the Hill?
Oh, King of the Hill? Kind of. He didn't because like I saw him with when I saw with the shirt over his head.
Yeah.
Like because when the police, I guess the body cam.
Right.
So I saw that and I saw a few stills and everything like that, whatever. Like I see it. I don't know. This is maybe the racist part of me, but I just feel like that's some different kind of Caucasian culture because I don't think, again, a black guy would think he would get that far after trying to attempt some wild shit close like that.
Yeah.
It's like, if you saw another black dude arguing with another dude and you saw like 6 cops just gathered together, either they're probably by cruisers and everything, and the guy's like, fuck is your problem? And you're like, yo, what are you doing, dog? Like, the boy is right there. Like,
calm down.
Yeah, like they're right there.
Down,
whatever, right?
He's trying to get us all killed.
Right. But I feel like, Trump is not going without security detail, much less this is after the first shooting hoax.
Right.
Sorry, I said hoax.
He meant folks.
His ear looks immaculate. I can't even tell you where he got shot.
Yeah,
like even because like when that presidential debate popped off,
yeah,
I was like, make sure we find like a 4K or 8K version of stuff of this. Don't put this on a regular fucking ABC channel and stuff. Whatever. They're like, why? I'm like, I need to see his ear. They're like, let's find a 4K channel. And then everybody's zooming on the ear. They're like, one person, two, whatever. They're like, I don't know, plastic surgery. Sometimes you can't tell these chicks get BBLs. Whatever. Like, shut the fuck up, man. I was like, that ear looked like it never's been shot. The man went to the whole RNC convention, whatever, with the whole white thing on his ear. Like, I'm healing. Bitch, this thing, like, you are Dale. We'll call him Dale. Dale now is popping off shots in the air. Not direction at him, but popping off shots and stuff whatever, at the air.
Right.
And everything. And we're like, again, what are you doing, though?
Yeah, yeah.
This is after the second shooting.
Yeah.
Anybody with a gun that's not Secret Service close to that man, you're gonna get handled.
Yeah. 100.
We're like, vote for Kamala Harris. Like, that's not a campaign you're pitching. You just look stupid.
Bro.
So I look at the stuff as like, this was planned.
Yeah.
This was planned.
Yeah.
And he missed Biden. He misses Biden a lot.
He misses Biden?
Because I feel like with Biden, he didn't have to try.
Yeah. Biden was like a beaten stick. Yeah. Biden was a beaten stick. Yeah. He didn't have to try.
Yeah. And then after like
Biden did it to himself many a time.
Self-sabotage.
Yeah.
We speak about self-sabotage a lot on this podcast. A lot of times on this. I think once he realized and stuff that Kamala dealt with him a type of way.
Yeah.
With the presidential debate, they were the whole, I want to say his whole campaign party is just drawing for strings and just drawing for shit. Because I think when the shots popped off, there was somebody from like his campaign party like, President Trump is not shot, he's not hurt, and everything like that, right? 10 minutes, like not even 10 minutes. I want to say a few minutes after the fact.
Yeah.
And everything like that. I was like, the whole rest of the world didn't know what the fuck was going on. Like, it was a regular day. Until like the tweet went out, and then there was like a breaking news on every channel.
Right. Yeah.
And then eventually you seen a body cam and stuff, whatever, of Dale going off and everything like that, right? And I'm looking like,
Dale. We don't know his name.
I don't know.
He's Dale. He's Dale right now.
He has a name, but
He's
I was
Dale.
looking like, we're not going to give that kind of energy. I like the Dale better.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
I like the Dale better
because the King of Hill.
Because Dale and stuff was just always out of pocket, willing to just go outside in his underwear, his tidy whities, smoking a cigarette with shades on.
He'd be a Dale.
You have time to put on the shades and a hat, but you don't have time to put on the clothes.
He'd be a Dale.
He'd be a Dale.
He'd be a Dale.
He'd be a Dale. I think that's the scary thing and stuff, whatever, is that like, if they're using all of these things to kind of just draw, for support or for some saving aspect.
It's crazy when you think about it.
I was looking like, so just admit, just lay down and take the defeat.
It's just lay down and take the defeat.
Because if you're looking like, oh, what if we just say this? It'd be like, that's just not gonna save you.
Lay down and take the defeat.
I think after the presidential debate, I employ some people and stuff. If you get to this in time, or whenever you get to this episode and stuff, whatever. JD Vance had a TED Talk years ago, way before he was for Running Mate.
Yeah.
To see him as him by himself.
Right.
When I look at it and stuff, I told you last time he might get washed.
Right.
When I start watching and going on certain things and stuff, whatever. I started from the TED Talk.
Okay.
Right? Because I'm looking like, yo, what's this guy didn't even stand a chance? So I just like JD Vance and stuff, and I talked and just kept scrolling and stuff, whatever, to see what different things. Like this when I'm in research mode. Yeah. And I looked at that stuff, I was like,
what's his background? Has he always been in politics, or is he coming from does he have like a law background? Like, do you know what his background is? Or?
No.
Okay.
No. I think like part of it, like, let's say this. I know a little.
You're right.
But I want to say it's enough to say like, picture, is it liberal arts? Can we say liberal arts? Like the 1 degree everybody just goes with and then you can get a job in damn near anything?
Yeah.
He's set himself up in a position of stuff where like he can have multiple jumping points to go wherever.
Okay.
Like I look at it stuff as this. Even podcasters or even like rappers and stuff, whatever, can have this kind of capability and stuff too. One thing can take you there and stuff, and you can branch out to so many things. And he has so many arms like an octopus to so many things that he doesn't need this.
Right, okay.
This is just boosting up to like, let's say the other arms. Let's say if his hand is on this.
Yeah.
This is now just putting a stamp to other things and stuff. You'd be like, okay, if he wins to be vice president and stuff in this, then you'd be like, oh, the vice president and stuff, whatever.
It's just more doors.
It's more doors.
Yeah.
More doors. So I employ people and stuff to look at him and stuff for the first. Tim Walz, I don't have no beef with Tim Walz, but I feel like it's still not too much I can find on him. And I'm not looking for dirt for nobody.
No, yeah.
On nobody. Because when the whole thing with JD Vance and the whole dress thing and stuff like that, whatever, and how he's against transsexuals, I don't look at the dirt. I look at the stuff as what you're doing prior to this mark. The same thing with Kamala.
Yeah.
With Kamala, why everybody had beef and stuff with Kamala and stuff, because like, oh, she was a lawyer and then she made these strict laws and then she went up to like, to the level of even, what's the guy with the charge that we were talking about in the beginning? Kavanaugh.
Oh, yeah.
Like, yeah, when she was going at Kavanaugh and stuff, is it Brett Kavanaugh?
Brett Kavanaugh. When
they're going at him and everything like that, Kamala kind of made her face known then from like the 2018 time.
Right.
And this is before her Democrat nomination and stuff to try and run to be president at the time, right? I look at all these things prior to you get to this stage where everybody stands to know you. And I look at stuff as like, JD Vance is not that dumb that we think.
Okay.
I feel like him and Trump aren't coordinating properly.
Yeah.
This is why
that would be the downfall if there's a downfall.
I think if any case and stuff, whatever, because it says a lot if Mike Pence don't want to fuck with you.
Right.
As Trump.
Right.
So if you got this new young Thundercat and stuff, or the younger Thundercat and stuff to work with and everything like that, you need to, well, I don't think Trump ego is ready for it, like to listen to anybody and stuff, but that's just me. But I feel like you have to look at stuff as where you're not where you want to be, so to speak. So you should ask people for help to get where you need to be.
Where you need to be.
Yes, he's been to the promised land. Yes, the top job is president, commander-in-chief and stuff like that. You're not there no more. So he had a hell of a, I don't want to say not too much of a fall from grace and stuff, whatever, but because of this campaign thing, that's what's keeping him out of jail.
Yeah.
Because he's running and doing all this. Because I think after the presidential election shit, whatever, I think the indictments are supposed to start rolling in and stuff, whatever, in the November time. So beginning November, election Tuesday, and I think November 20-something and stuff. I can't remember fully the dates and stuff, whatever. I'm looking like, you need to like throw out the old Trump ways. The brash speaking is what got some of the people.
Right.
But you need to be more strategic in certain things that he's done.
Yeah.
Like I look at it stuff as where I think the wildest thing that no one really can admit is that within the 40 past years of having presidents, Trump is the only one. There was no war going on when he was sitting. There was war going on with Obama. We got 2 going on with Biden and, with the Biden-Harris administration.
Yeah.
Bush, both Bushes. Old Bush, Persian Gulf. Other one, war on Iraqi freedom. Like, it's been quiet when Trump was in office. So I look at it stuff as like when he's talking this Putin shit, whatever. There's some, I don't know. Like, they're gonna come for me. They're gonna want to come for me. I know that, but I'm just change my mind. Convince me.
Just you ain't convincing, man. They don't need to change your mind, man. He spoke your truth. It's funny because I was speaking with my nephew earlier today. Smart kid, man. We were talking about politics, and we were both agreeing that it's like people just have to understand. It's like this can't be a group think thing because not everybody's living the same life. Everybody has different circumstances. You got to do what's right for you, and you got to vote for the person who you feel is going to help your situation.
Absolutely.
Tom over the situation. Tom's got to over there. He's got to vote for who he feels has got to help his situation, right? And it's got to. Everybody has to have that mindset and stop this. I'm voting for this person because my parents, my daddy voted for that person.
You're not wrong. I just want to come to a point where like, and this is where I might be out of pocket. I want to come to the point where like you and I, we spoke about certain groups of people that don't give a fuck who sits in the seat.
Right.
Like the regular day is still going to go for them.
Right.
Everything is still going to.
Yes.
I want to come to a point, but I'm not at that point.
I'm not at that point.
I'm looking at stuff as like, whatever you do needs to benefit me because I ain't winning like that and stuff, whatever.
Exactly.
And vice versa and stuff, whatever. But I want to get to the point where I'm like, I pulled the hoodie over my eyes and stuff and like, do whatever you want. I'm still over here caking.
That's it, right? That you want to get to that point. I think we're still, because how we sit is we're fighting for what we want them to do for us so they can get our vote, right? While they're fighting for everybody else to see what they can do for them to get their vote.
That's valid. 100%.
That's the difference.
Well said. Well said.
That's the difference.
Well said. Yeah, just Trump and Diddy this week. Just Trump and Diddy. There's other things and stuff, whatever going on, but no one gives a fuck. I was like, I think the only fun thing and stuff other on this week, what like to me was there was a UFC and Jake Paul dressed in costume, and he was banned from UFC.
Yeah,
and he put on a costume and stuff and went in, and I was like, I don't mind this.
I don't mind that,
but he's a multimillionaire already. So I look at stuff as like, how much trespassing is a misdemeanor.
Yeah.
Right. So if you're banned from some place, it's trespassing and stuff, whatever. But I'm like, how much is a trespassing fine? What's a trespassing fine to a millionaire?
No, not to him. It's a walk in the park.
Yeah, so I looked at it and I was like,
it's got to be less than a typical basketball fine. You know when the players get at the refs. Yeah, it's got to be less than that. It's less than that.
Way less than
that.
Way less than that. Yeah, it was just Trump and Diddy and stuff this week. I didn't really give two shits about. No one gave a fuck about nothing else but that.
No, there was no energy for anything.
I think the only thing about the Diddy thing that I just, I don't know if you was over it, but when they came to the whole baby oil thing, the baby oil and the lube thing, whatever.
That's an insane amount of baby oil.
When
keep it 100.
I'm assuming this guy's from the DOJ because he's part of the Fed team and stuff, whatever, right? The black guy with the bald head and the glasses.
Yeah.
When he kept saying freak offs, I was like, time out. I was watching by myself, but I had no one to confirm it with. But I was like, they're called freak offs?
They're called freak offs. They're called freak offs. And this is going back to, and I think it was a conversation between him and Cassie where the phrase got coined. Apparently, the one transcript where she's talking about where he had her for a couple of days and she was there and he had her having sex with a sex worker and he said something, freak offs. And since then...
Oh, see, I missed that part.
And then since then, it was like, oh, that became the term. And then he started using that term, freak offs.
Holy, this guy kept saying freak offs to freak offs to freak offs. I was like, bruh. And then no one else in like the conference is flinching. He's like, oh, but we found an AK with this and some rounds and stuff. I was like, he's a billionaire. And those are the only guns you found?
Only guns you found.
He's not going to go anywhere for the firearms stuff. Go back to this freak off shit. I'm sorry.
We want to know.
I want to know.
We want to know. Then I said 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
And lubrication. So not just baby oil. It's just like, you know what? Fuck it. Like they bought out all the Sean Johnson & Johnson products off the shelves places. And now they said, you know what? Fuck it. Get whatever that might seem like it and stuff, whatever. So the KYs, the all that. Then I seen videos and stuff with Tracy Ellis Ross and him like putting like some kind of lubricating substance in their hair. And like maybe if that's the extra shit around the spot. I was looking like,
no, listen,
people are gonna go and you know what, the person I feel it for stuff, whatever, they're going down. Everybody keeps talking about Jay-Z. Everybody keep forgetting about Pharrell. Do not forget about Pharrell Williams and stuff. Whatever. You can't. This guy is high profile as fuck. Sean John Combs is high profile as hell. And there's certain people and stuff that I want to say he's taking a liking to, and like he kind of just been with whatever.
Yeah.
So I was like, when I see some of these videos and stuff like, oh, they're gonna go after Jay and everything like that, whatever. I was like, I wonder if Jay is probably even like to the people who want to investigate and everything.
Yeah. How
high is Jay on that list compared to other people? Because I look at it stuff as where I don't think Jay is like up there like what we think. Like if we're talking about top 10, in my world I would put Jay at 8. I have Usher coming in at number 1. I have Pharrell coming in at number 2.
Yeah, Pharrell at number 2?
I have Pharrell at number 2. I don't really want to put him there, so to speak, and stuff in the books, but like Russell is there because Russell and Diddy,
Russell is there. Russell is there.
From the Sean John to the Fat Farms to the Def Jam records to the Bad Boy records to like Russell has played an essential part in a lot of our hip hop moguls' lives than what we think.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Jay-Z's a hip hop mogul. That's what I'm saying. He's on that top 10 list in my world, but I don't think he's up there at the top and everything. We have a lot of moguls and stuff that Russell has inspired, has changed, has helped groom. I don't want to use the word groom anymore. I don't feel safe using the word.
Do you feel like we're gonna see anybody from the sports world? You think anybody from the sports world gonna get their name called?
Tons.
Yeah,
tons. I think LeBron and stuff is up there before Jay-Z to me.
You think LeBron could be up there before
I feel because when LeBron's like, yo, those Diddy parties is wild.
Yeah.
So you went? No, that's what I heard. Sure, billionaire Bronny. Sure, billionaire Bron. Sure. So, like I said, the list is there, but we shall see. We shall see where the cards fall. Yeah. Anything you want to talk about for the week?
No. I think
that sums up everything.
I think it sums up. It was just those two things that really dominated the week's schedule.
Okay. Fuck current events. Let's get to the question of the week. Question of the week, and it was some real shit that I've seen that I've been kind of studying for myself.
Yeah.
Personally.
Okay.
So it's kind of come down to it. So question of the week says, and I want to poll it. I'm going to see if figure a way to kind of poll it, but I want to bring it to you first.
Okay.
Kind of like how you think. Question of the week is, which holds more weight, friendship or money?
Ooh. I'll say friendship.
You say friendship?
Yeah.
Have you sacrificed making money for a friend?
Mm-hmm.
I have. Are you okay to share a situation? An example of this? Because I feel like a lot of people can't. Like, I think, to me, let me answer the question too.
Yeah.
I would say, which is more heavier to the world from what I see is definitely money.
Okay.
It's definitely money. Because people would find every ounce of energy to go to work.
Right.
But won't use the energy as that kind of like tenacity to go meet up with like friends.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, if you ask, this maybe just be me, but like if you look and ask, I'm like, are you a good friend? I feel like 99% of people say yeah. And I didn't want to word the question and stuff, whatever. I kind of like that.
Yeah.
But I look at it stuff as where you would find the energy, like you might, not saying you, but some people might find the energy and stuff to like binge watch a show and everything like that. And like, I remember like I always bring back to like binge watching shows like the Game of Thrones and stuff for myself, whatever, right? Like I remember the first time I got put on the Game of Thrones and stuff, I think they were already into like season 2. And when I was watching it, I binge watched the fuck out of this shit. I went to bed like 3 o'clock the morning, like started from like 7 p.m.
Right.
And went to bed like 3 o'clock in the morning. And
Right.
I was exhausted as shit.
Yeah.
But I still woke my black ass up to go to work.
Right.
There's times and stuff, whatever, where I find myself and stuff looking like, if I don't have anything clashing with nothing, I'm willing to crawl into like a bed with a friend, so to speak. Like this guy friend of mine, he was going through some chronicles like Narnia.
Yeah.
And it was around his birthday time and he didn't feel like where he wanted to be. Cause I'm like, yo, what up? What are we doing for your birthday? I always call people and ask them prior to see if like, they're doing some shit with their significant other or this, that, and the third and everything like that. And at the time he didn't have a significant other and stuff, whatever, right? And he's like, yo, everybody's moving on in their world. Like, like shit, you graduate from school with this person, this in their career. I'm still working this job and everything like that. I'm like, yeah, I don't like the language. I don't like the tone you're using and stuff like that. I'm like, you straight? You're like, no. And like I asked my then wife and stuff, whatever. I was like, yo, boss, like, I'm going to go over such and such a spot.
Yeah.
And I kind of just went, I told her, because I looked at it as pillow talk and everything like that. I'm like, yo, I'm going to go over their spot to go holler at them for a bit because of the language and rhetoric that was. Yeah. And it got to a point where we were just there chilling. It was let's be sad together moment.
Right.
And we were just there. When we got that out, then we eventually got to the happy landmark to like, it was like late as fuck type of thing and stuff for them. Like, yo, we didn't really eat. So I'm like, yo, come with me in the car and stuff, whatever. Go pull up and stuff. Cause like, there's a trash pizza establishment that's open late as fuck. You know which one I'm talking about.
No names mentioned.
But, I was like, at least let's pull up there, go grab a slice or grab a box.
Yeah.
Because you and I didn't eat.
Yeah.
And then we'll bring the bitch back since you didn't even cook or nothing like that. So we'll get an extra or whatever the fuck. I'll probably eat a slice or 2 out of it. And then the rest is yours until you ready to leave your house.
Yeah.
And the man looked at me and stuff on the way coming back. Like when we pulled up to the house and everything like that. Cause he's like, nah, I'm good, Mara. Like, just take your slices and I'm good. I'm like, no, fucker. We're gonna go inside. I gotta wash my hands. Germaphobe. Like, we're gonna go inside and wash my hands. I'm gonna eat these slices and stuff, whatever, and we're gonna chill. He's like, don't you got work in the morning, whatever? I was like, work on salary. You can call in.
Yeah.
I can call in.
Right.
So then he's like, I was like, you're more important.
Right.
And I chose my friendship over making money. But technically speaking, because I'm on salary, I think I would have made the money and stuff regardless. But then what if I wasn't in a position of stuff for that? And I said it to myself, even driving home that 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning mark, because even my wife at the time, she's thinking like, did y'all go to the fucking strip club? Cause you went like, cause she texted me and stuff and talked to me, whatever. And she heard him kind of laugh and stuff for that. But I was like, boss, I was there from like 6 p.m. to like 10.
Yeah.
Not a smile.
11
o'clock time, he start coming
That's
around and
when he
she
come around,
start asking and stuff.
Yeah.
And he seems kind of more chipper and cheerful, whatever.
Right.
And when we went into the house after this, the man, for the first time in his life, told me he loved me.
Okay.
He's like, yo, Marv, I love you. And I felt it. I'm like, I love you too.
Yeah.
And like, we hugged it out. And then he's like, Marv, you mean the world to me and stuff now, whatever. Because he's like, I know I didn't make earlier kind of comfortable and stuff, whatever, but you have a high kind of energy that like I just wasn't really feeling.
Yeah.
And you're like, shut the fuck up. And then you came through and you didn't bring the high energy.
Right.
You were depressed with me.
Right.
And it felt freeing.
Yeah.
Right? And I'll ask and stuff to a lot of people, and I'll ask you, are you willing to be depressed with a friend?
Oh, yeah.
Because I don't feel like a lot of people and stuff are willing to, like, even as guys, like as men,
yeah.
I don't feel like some of us will like say, all right, you know what? Because I even said to him and stuff, I'm like, well, we can't turn on no chick flicks and stuff like that, whatever, because I say my rom-com for my woman.
Right.
Whatever, right? I'm like, we could turn on a few gangster flicks and stuff like that and just have a few beers and everything. Because like I got beer and everything and stuff, and like we were just there chilling and drinking, but I'm looking like, yeah, we still need to eat because these beers get me lit.
Yeah.
So they eat.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say I've always been like that though. I think it's more of late 20s to like I want to say mid 30s is when I started to be more of that type of person where, you know, I'm not always gonna try and pick you up because I think sometimes you need to be down. I think sometimes you need to feel that raw emotion. I think that's the shock that you actually need more than me trying to build you up.
Would you say to that person, like, or would you say to yourself, you're giving them a time limit on how long they should be down for before, let's say, you go run to their aid, so to speak? So let's say, for example, if it was me, right?
Yeah.
If it was me,
right,
and you're looking like, I need to be, you know, you need to let Marv feel what he needs to feel.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
How long would it take for you to come to my rescue to kind of pick me up now?
I'd probably maybe give you a week before I check in.
A week.
Yeah.
A week.
A week before I check in. Because I'm checking in not to pick you up. I'm checking in to assess where you are. To see if, hey, you know what? If I give you another week, you can pick up yourself.
Yeah.
But I feel like you still need this time.
Yeah.
Or to say, nah. You need help at this point, my brother. I'm gonna help pick you up now.
So,
but I'll give it a week.
So okay, let's say Sunday, right? So let's say, can we record on Sundays?
Yeah.
So say on the Sunday and stuff, whatever, I come to you with the Eeyore energy, you know, this the depressed type of vibe. I know it's a serious matter, but this is style and substance you get from the Podical sons over here.
Yeah.
But I look at it stuff as like, I have that kind of like depressed vibe after we hit cut.
Right.
You recognize it.
Yeah.
Next week, come back to record. After we hit cut, the same kind of vibe.
Right.
Would you then now say like, this is the time for you to try to pick me up? Or you assess me before I left the week before and realize that the following week I have the same kind of
the week
frequency?
Before, the week before, I'm assessing you.
Oh, the week before.
I'm assessing you. After the show, if I felt like something, I'm going to ask you what's up. Then see where you're at. But I'm not going to try and pick you up at that point. I'm going to see where, you know, how things are, right? And then the following week now, if I sense that
still there,
you're still there, we'll speak. I'm going to ask you, you know, what have you done the past week, right? Just to see just to see on your own if you were able to do stuff. Because maybe you tried stuff, you were there, but you weren't just quite there. See, maybe you do need one more week. You know, you get what I'm saying?
Okay.
Maybe you do need one more week without me intervening, and you'll get there. So I'll ask you. So okay, you know what? You made a couple of attempts. You got out of bed. You didn't leave the house. but you got out of bed. You know what I mean? That was more than what you were doing the day before.
Mm-hmm.
You made yourself breakfast. That was more than what you were doing before. Maybe if I give you a little bit more time, you'll get out of the house. Next week comes and I ask you ain't got out the house? Come. I got some places I need to go do. I need someone to follow me.
Mm.
Right?
Right.
I'm making it seem like I need you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not trying to say...
You know, and deep down inside, you don't need me.
I don't need
but
you.
But you just want to help me. And this is
so you do me a favor, come out the house and help
with me. Yeah.
Right.
I know I talk a lot of shit about YouTube. Like, I love YouTube and stuff, by the way. But I always have my things stuff about, like, you can do anything and stuff for YouTube.
Yeah.
But that's most of the internet, so to speak. Do you think before technology, we were taught how to be a good friend?
Before technology?
Yeah, like say before like the boom of the internet and like let's say things like YouTube and the internet and how we pass on information and like now teaching each other and stuff, so many things like, like not the bad of social medias and stuff, but like more of the goods. Do you think we were taught like, okay, let me break it down basic to you. Did your parents teach you how to be a good friend?
Yeah.
How?
Yeah. I was actually when you first posed that,
yeah,
I was gonna say they taught me how to look for qualities of someone who would potentially be a good friend.
But did they teach you how to be a good friend?
Yeah.
Because I feel like, again, I stand by it. Anything that ends in the word ship, you have to put in work to keep it afloat.
Yeah.
I don't think people put in that much in friendships and stuff, whatever, in today, so to speak.
Right.
Right? Like, Buju Banton said it, whatever, and I fucking love it. He's like, if you miss, you diss.
Right.
Right? And I look at it stuff as like, there's so many people, like, they champion, like what I see on social media, is that they champion whatever, like, oh, me not going nowhere, or like, me flopping on plans and everything and stuff for that. But I'm like, what about the other end of that?
Yeah.
Because if you miss your diss,
right.
Be like, hey girl, come out for drinks. Or not even that. Let's not even pick on women and stuff for that. But like, Smooth, come out for drinks and be like, yeah, no, I'm gonna lay in my damn bed and stuff, whatever, right? And like, you already know some men have bad communication. I want to say, to my knowledge, to my understanding,
the
men in podcasting world, not all, but a good portion of the men in podcasting world have a better grasp of communication than compared to the average man.
Mm.
So I feel like we're in a demographic and stuff where it shouldn't be a problem for us to talk about our feelings and stuff for that on or off camera.
Right.
Yeah. But I feel like you're entitled to feel your way, anybody and stuff, vice versa. But I look at it stuff as where, like I might come to you sometimes like, yo, you straight? You're like, yeah, I'm just chilling. I'm just occupied doing some shit. Like, all right, cool. Just checking in.
Yeah.
Right? I don't think we were taught to be good friends.
Because
I want to say like, yeah, my mom said it too. Watch the company to keep and watch the company you keep. Birds of a feather flock together and stuff like that, whatever. Show me your friends and I'll show you who you are. I've heard that. But to put in the work to say like, all right, this is what you need to do as a good friend. So as a good friend, you need to do da-da-da-da, right? Like, let's say, for example, okay, so like my example or my situation that I gave you and stuff, whatever, right? No one told me that.
Yeah.
It was just something deep down inside, call it God or whatever, just kind of brought me to the point where like, I feel like if I don't do what it takes to save this friend might cause self-harm.
Yeah. I'm wondering if it also has something to do with growing up. I think quite a few of us, our parents kind of gave us this notion, and I'm not sure if friends from that extension fell into that, but that notion of not being in anybody's business or minding your own business.
I think it's a cultural thing.
Yeah.
I think like for like I feel like for Black culture,
right,
so to speak, whatever, for a good portion of like, and this is from the West Indian Blacks to the American blacks to the Canadian blacks to the African blacks that I run into and the UK blacks.
Yeah.
You want nobody in your business.
Yeah.
Because I look at it stuff as where other cultures I see and stuff like, they'll tell you everything. I fucked my wife in the ass.
Right.
Freely.
Right.
But then you won't say shit what you probably done did with your boo thing and stuff behind closed doors.
See, and I'm wondering if that in itself is part of it. Because if
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
To me.
Because I'm saying if you grow up with that notion, right? And if you're looking at your friend and you see him you're seeing him go through stuff, right?
Right.
But he doesn't willfully share anything with you, right? And remember, we
Stay
always
in my
say,
business.
Remember,
you can't hear what you don't reveal.
Right. Remember, we always said that you can't hear what you don't reveal, right?
Right.
So then you kind of feel like I want to ask him, but now I don't want to be or I don't want him to feel like all up in his business and kind of be offensive in that sort of way. So let me not ask.
Right.
You know what I mean? You know, some people can kind of get that type of feeling because I feel like that might be part of the problem. Because you're right, other cultures are free to share. So you know what? As they are free to share, people around them feel like they're free to ask.
So my culture, like I'll speak for myself. So my culture does dictate a portion of that for me.
Yeah.
But I think I've broken out of a mold of a situation where I just want to do what's right.
Right.
And just in general. I don't really care for cultural aspects or anything like that, whatever. Like I even it was dope when the day when we went to the Locks concert and stuff and you were like, yo, you're just a good guy.
Yeah.
Whatever, right? And like I look up to you. So I look at it stuff when you said that, I'm like, I appreciate it. No, you're a good guy, whatever. I'm like, yeah, but I just want to do the right thing.
Right.
I just want to, for me, I just want to do the right thing. So I don't really give a fuck about like who's looking at it.
Yeah.
It's just for me in general, I just want to do the right thing. And I just look at it stuff as where pertain to a friend, I want to make sure I'm doing the right thing for this friend.
Yeah.
But I know for a fact what's good for me.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm not going to put myself in a position where either self-sabotaging myself or put myself out to sacrifice and make this friend better than I am.
Then that's the other thing, right? So going back to when you say, have I ever sacrificed anything for friends? There's a few times where, I sacrifice going forward on a few contracts because a couple people couldn't come with me, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then I look at it, I look back at it, and it's like sometimes you have to be selfish and not selfless.
Mm-hmm.
Because in a situation like that where if the shoe was on the other foot, I don't think I would have been afforded the same type of loyalty, right? And
what do you mean by that?
If they were offered the contract and I couldn't go,
yeah,
they probably just want now that I've seen more of the character, I know that they would have gone regardless
without you,
without me.
Okay,
right?
Yeah.
So I'm saying it's almost like you have to know the person who you're gonna go all out for.
Yeah. But do we really truly know people like that?
That's the hardest thing. We hit our heads on this one all the time, man.
Right, because some people don't know self, right? And then much less if, let's say, if I was a different individual and I didn't know self, how are you going to be able to tell yourself, you know me, whatever, when I don't even know. Yeah. Marv don't know himself. So how the fuck are you supposed to know who the fuck Marv is and stuff like that, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Like, when maybe, I don't know, maybe you have more bass in your voice than me or something, but like when I said sacrifice, it didn't sound as heavy as how you said it just a while ago. Because I look at stuff as like, it really and truly takes a lot to sacrifice something for somebody.
Yeah, it does. It does.
And then consider the fact, like, I want to say you'll sacrifice things for your wife because I guess, quote unquote, this person is your person.
Right.
This is like, like this person makes you feel type of way. You're intimate with this person. They see some multiple sides with you. You live with them and everything like that.
And
Some people don't live with their friends.
And ultimately, you're looking at it as your other half. So what are you really sacrificing?
Bingo.
Right. What do you really sacrifice?
Bingo.
Yeah.
But now, the friend, like, this is where shit tends to show. And what I realize and stuff is that, like, a lot of people and stuff, whatever, you too, you as well, I've observed and stuff, whatever, like, some people, when they get older, they're not doing the distances or doing the movements and stuff, whatever, like that, right? I had an OG hit me up and stuff, whatever, the other day. I hit him sometime early in the summer.
Right.
You know me. You cross my mind, I'm going to ding you. If you cross my mind before 9, I'm going to hit your line.
Yeah.
That's my slogan.
Yeah.
He crossed my mind at like 8:50 something. Let's say I was in fucking Walmart or something like that, whatever, right? I was like, yeah. Oh, shit. I ain't talked to him in a hot minute. I ding.
Right.
I'm like, it's 8:50 something. I'm like, I got his voicemail. I'm like, I'm just leaving this and stuff, whatever. You crossed my mind. Hopefully all is well and blah, blah, blah and everything like that.
Yeah.
He just recently hit back.
Okay.
So he just recently hit me back and stuff. He's like, I know you called earlier part of the summer and everything like that, whatever, and all that type of stuff. So I'm like, yeah. What's going on?
Yeah.
How are you? And he's an older gentleman, and he's almost 60. He's almost 60 and stuff. So we're talking about like some other people and stuff that we both know.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, so did you go see said person? And he's like, nah. But I'm like, but y'all knew each other before I knew y'all.
Before you knew. Yeah.
Right? So I'm looking like, what stopped?
What's the deal? Right.
Yeah, what's the deal? And he's like, I don't know. So I'm like, no shade to no one's significant other and stuff for that. But I'm looking like, if you step away from them for like a few hours, I'm pretty sure they're comfortable with you coming back. You're gonna come back.
Yeah.
You're like, they probably, if you got a woman like the women I know, is like, you ain't going nowhere. You'll be back.
Right.
And everything like that. So they know that. But I look at the stuff as like, this person doesn't know. And actions speak louder than words.
Yeah.
This doesn't look like you're putting in the work to be a good friend.
Yeah.
So when I'm having this conversation and stuff, it dawned on me like with the topic and everything like that, right? I was like, how long? And I was like, how long have you known each other and stuff? And the man said, since I was like 26. I'm like, you are almost 60, my guy. I'm like, you guys went from co-workers to been like brethrens, and you mean to tell me and stuff for there, but the moment he stopped working with you,
yeah,
he said, fuck it.
Yeah. That's great. This is crazy. It's crazy.
I said, you're a bad friend.
It's crazy.
So I said to him and stuff forever, like, I'm kind of scared to kind of invest or put in that much work on your side. And it's like, no, Marv, don't take it like that. But I'm like, I'm just going by the data.
Yeah.
So if I'm going by the data and stuff of what I've seen and stuff and what, I mean, collecting and hearing and stuff, whatever, the man dinged me the following day. And the man said, he's like, yo, Marv, like, I know I called you yesterday and everything, like called you back yesterday and stuff, but he's like, I was never taught how to be a good friend.
Oh, at least you recognized it and admitted.
And I said, you're not the only one. I don't think a lot of us know how to be a good friend.
No.
But a lot of us will claim it.
Yeah.
Because everybody wants to look like a good guy. Me, I'm a supervillain.
Right.
We know this.
Right.
So I want to be viewed down here, but if you hear I do decent shit, you're only going to look at me in a better light.
Right.
Everybody wants to be seen as good.
Yeah.
And the minute you heard like, yo, I'm a good friend, and you're proving that they're not a good friend, everything about them and stuff seems false. Kind of like some Sean John shit.
Right.
Right? So I look at this stuff as where, I know we spoke about the friendship deficit and stuff like that, but I look at this stuff as like, I think we're in a time, in these financial crunch times, that money matters more than friendship.
Yeah.
So yeah, that part. Just want to discuss that.
Yeah.
Let's get to happy shit. Let's get to the Ask the Sons.
Ask the Sons.
All right. First Ask the Sons come from Perry_Mason. What could you say in a job interview and in bed? I thought about this when I saw it. I have 2 answers.
Okay.
but I want you to go first.
I always finish in a timely manner.
Oh, that's I have over 20 years of experience in this position. I didn't know how the setup will come, so I just came early. Those are my two.
As you do.
I'm done. I'm on my bad behavior today. Okay. Next question comes from mean-old-fart. What is something that everyone loves to eat but disgusts you?
Bacon.
Really?
Yeah.
I know you don't eat pork, but
bacon.
Have you ever tried turkey or beef bacon?
Yeah. Turkey bacon. Yeah, beef bacon. Yeah, but just like
pork bacon.
Yeah, just like the. And just when I see the whiteness, that fatty part of the.
Moments. Yikes, yo. I'll fuck up some damn pork bacon. You see me looking like a damn dog.
Honestly, when I see the fried bacon, it's gotta like that extra crispy, like crisp, crispy. Then maybe I'll fuck with it.
Because it's dark, because you can't see that white fatty type of thing. Yeah. Okay. I think for me, ranch dressing.
Ranch dressing.
I cannot see the hype and the lore and stuff that are about ranch dressing. Because I feel like with ranch dressing, way back when I got it like on a salad.
Yeah.
And I felt like it overpowered everything about the salad. Right? So then now when I'm seeing people like throw ranch dressing on like wings and everything, I went to a place and stuff, whatever. There's a place in Saga.
Yeah.
And they have like a wing, like a wing eating kind of thing, whatever. And they have specific spices and stuff, whatever. And like, I mean, the motherfuckers bring out like not the blue cheese, but the ranch dressing.
Right.
I was like, you could do any fucking challenge in the world with that. Because once you dunk the wing in that, ranch dressing overpowers every ghost pepper taste in the world.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't see the allure. Like me saying I'm gonna like, Hidden Valley would never be rich on my pockets. I can tell you that for a fact. Yo.
I don't know if a whole bunch of people like it. I think there's 50-50 olives.
Yeah, I don't fuck with olives.
Yeah.
It's if you give me a Greek salad,
right?
And it's there,
yeah,
I might push it to the side. But if I'm stabbing up the salad,
yeah,
and I miss it,
yeah,
I think the dressing will probably overpower it.
Okay,
where I don't taste it.
Yeah,
but if it's like raw dog and stuff, whatever, right there, I'm flicking that bitch straight off. Whatever you putting it on.
Yeah, me and all this don't jive.
Yeah. Green and black, right?
Yeah, neither one.
Attaboy. Pregame. Flying through these. Okay, last one. Lady Sprinkles. What is a trend you wish would come back in style?
A trend that I wish would come back in style.
Would you consider like planking a trend?
Yeah, that was a trend.
That was a trend?
That was a trend. You want planking to come back in style?
Hell no, I'm just asking. Just asking. Because like certain things like that, whatever, like it wasn't for me. I miss psych. I told you I missed the word psych. I told you deep down inside I want to bring the word psych back. I really missed the word psych because I think at my time, like it's kind of like maybe we champion the liars or like we allow like the hyperbolist kind of to like go a type of level.
Yeah.
And like, oh my gosh, aliens are coming. Psych. You're like, kidding around. Stop joshing me. Just joshing.
Windbreakers.
Windbreakers went out of trend?
No, but I want them to come back in like full-fledged trend. Remember at one point that was all people would wear? They might have 6 different color windbreaker pants.
Wait, you talking about the swoosh swoosh?
The swoosh swoosh.
You know what? For your 80s party, I looked at a few of them bitches.
I looked at a few.
I looked at a few of them bitches.
I looked at a few.
And I was like, and I'll tell you this. The way how I'm holding myself accountable for this. The way how Nike has brainwashed my bitch ass, I feel like if it was either like a Nike or a Champion or somebody kind of tracksuit that was a swoosh swoosh, it would have been bought.
Yeah.
It would have been bought.
I had some ill Nike ones back in the day, man.
And I think part of that is the reason why like the nostalgia factor is more in my head,
right?
Than to say like, oh, I'm doing it for Nike. But I think it's more of a nostalgic thing and stuff. And be like, yo, this kind of bring this shit back, right? But I look at it stuff as like, windbreakers is
windbreaker and some Air Maxes.
Windbreakers is any fucking thing, like any kind of kicks. Or the UK board, the trainers.
The trainers?
Yo, like I seen this guy way back in the day. He had like a navy blue. It had little tips of white in it. And his kicks was white with tips of navy blue.
Yeah.
And he had like a white tee and stuff, whatever. I was like...
Yeah. I see it.
You can see it. And you wasn't there.
I see it.
I was like, yo, you fly. You fresh.
I see it.
You dope.
I'm going to go look for
like,
windbreaker.
We're not allowed to use those words though. You're right. Because those words are not trending.
You're not trending.
But yeah, for me, yeah, just the word psych. But no, windbreakers, you're right though, because this is the perfect fucking windbreaker season.
Yeah.
You're in the transition of sweater weather. They just go somewhere. Yo, I'm for it. Let me know what you see online.
All right, we'll let you
Send
know.
me a link.
I'll let you know.
You won't be the only one. Hi, what are Podical Swish brothers? The Podical Swishes. Yo, don't play with me, Smooth. Don't play with me. Don't play. Yeah, we are here, man.
We're here.
We are here. We are at the end. All right. So say the sons that help motivate and take the people through the week. I'm guilty by default with this So Say the Sons and stuff for that because I want to say, the So Say the Sons are a combination of us, but I want to hold myself accountable for this one because it was part of the line with the question of the week.
Okay.
And So Say the Sons this week says, cherish the people that you can call at 4 a.m.
So Says the Sons.
I want to say it's self-explanatory, but I look at it stuff as where specific people to the masses, you get do not disturb at 12:30.
Yeah.
12:30 a.m. to 7 a.m., you get do not disturb. You, specific other peoples and stuff like that, whatever, is in my I guess my favorites.
Yeah.
So y'all can call and stuff, whatever, right? Your bitch ass will send text messages about shit, ideas, and thoughts and stuff anytime. So I take it with a grain of salt, without a doubt, because I look at the stuff as like I could probably be laying up with stuff with a woman and everything like that. What's that? You got a woman calling you? No, it's Smooth. You didn't hear the Power Ranger sound? T. You didn't hear that? She's like, I heard it. I was like, it's probably Smooth. Look, it says Smooth. Smooth Joseph's.
I'll be more mindful.
Boy, that shit was funny one day. I can tell you that for a fact.
I'll be more mindful.
One woman was like, what kind of bitch you got hitting you up at 1 o'clock in the morning? I was like, first and foremost, he's not a bitch. I love him with all my guard.
Right?
You gay? Why he hitting you out so late? And I was like, it was an argument. You lucky I got vagina before that. Because I would have came to you and stuff with my beef. Like, I ain't get no pussy because you text me.
I'll be more mindful.
But I look at it stuff as where I know for a fact, if you're to call me at 4 a.m., I'm taking a phone call.
Right.
Because God forbid, I wasn't there for you when I know you could be there for me most of the time any damn way.
Yeah.
So I would hope you would cherish me the same way I cherish you.
Yeah,
and
of
I think
course.
it's people, again, with this friendship deficit and stuff, whatever, even your parents. If you can call your parents 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm talking to everybody out there listening in podcast land. If you can call your parents and they can still pick up, that's dope.
That is.
Some of us don't have parents to call.
That is, yeah.
At 4 a.m. and stuff when some chronicles pop off and everything. So the people that you can call, cherish them.
Cherish it.
Because they're a few far and wide.
I remember one time it's funny because my wife and her mom, you know what I mean? They're at the stage where, you know, the parenting has been respected to the point where it now can safely turn into a friendship. Right? So moms will call her anytime. I mean, so you're like, my gosh, my mom is calling me again. My mom is calling me again. I just had to look at her one day. I go,
at least you got a mom to call you.
I go, I said it to her the exact same way. I said, at least you have your mom that's still calling. And when I said it, she paused and she stopped. She goes, my God, I'm so sorry. I said, no, don't feel sorry for me that I can't call my mom.
Mm-hmm.
Be happy that your mom can still call you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Don't be sad that mom, you know what I mean? I'm just
don't
saying
take it
that,
for granted.
Yeah, I'm just saying that there's going to be a point where you're going to want her to call and she can't call.
I have, and sometimes when I'm having my little weed moments and stuff like that, my thoughts and stuff, I have, there's this song, and like, I think one time I heard it. It didn't bring me to tears, but I was water-eyed and stuff, whatever, from it. And it's a Jay Electronica song featuring Jay-Z, right? And it's like, I got numbers in my phone that never ring again.
Right.
And when, like, because the beat is so somber, and when they came in and said that, whatever, I was like, yeah. And like, even I was with my sister and stuff for that, because tomorrow's her birthday, right?
Okay.
Tomorrow's her birthday and stuff, and I was with my sister and stuff for today, and like, when we were waiting for other people to kind of come through and stuff for the brunch, because I got there at a decent time. And then she's like, what the fuck? You guys have me waiting for blah, blah, blah. She's like, I'm light-skinned. You guys trying to make me bake in the sun to get dark? I need to eat, whatever, right? And like, it's my week. And she said to me, she's like, it would have been so dope for her, because she's turning 44.
Okay.
She turned 44 tomorrow, right?
Right.
And she said it would have been so dope for her to be like, to like have a vibe and stuff for her, and like, because our father was a tailor.
Right.
For our father to make her an outfit or make her like a dress and stuff like that, whatever, right? Because I saw her and stuff. I'm like, what the fuck you got fur on and stuff for there? She's like, you forget our father used to rock the shit out of some fur. And I was like, yeah. And I legit, in my phone, I have a tab in my Safari from like his obituary thing from his funeral 2 years ago.
Okay.
That I still have it closed, because I feel like if I close it, it's like he's gone. Right there.
Yeah.
I have like, you know me, I'm a tab whore.
Right. Yeah.
I'll close out all these other tabs, but that one, I was like, once I close it, it's gone.
It's and you don't want to lose that like you don't want to lose that connection, right?
And I look at the stuff as where, again, like, I didn't want to say I didn't take it for granted, but I understand it. So it's kind of like, what kind of information or knowledge would you bestow on somebody? I would bestow on this to the lovely people that do follow and listen to the Podical Sons. Cherish the people that you can call at 4 a.m. because they come few, far, and wide in a world where there's a friendship deficit.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say. So say the Sons.
Well said.
We are here at the end.
We are.
We appreciate you guys for rocking with us and stuff, whatever. No Diddy.
No doubt.
Bring it right back to the front. I'm sorry. This guy smooth as a dirt. Once again, thank you for listening to the Podical Son. Like, comment, subscribe, all the above.
All of that.
And do remember, man, there's a difference between genius and stupidity is that genius has its limits.
Apparently Diddy does not.
Peace and love, y'all. Take that.
The Podical Sons with Not Your Average Joseph and Sofa King Marvelous.